There we are. Hey, howdy folks. Hello, hello. So, today we are having kind of a split stream, a joint stream if you will, where we're going to be playing two different games. We're going to start by playing Deconstruction Simulator, specifically the prologue. Following to that, we're going to set up, or at least attempt to set up, the Animal Crossing world that I will personally be playing on, not streaming on, except for maybe once or twice, but playing on throughout the next year to be able to kind of showcase my thoughts about how Animal Crossing actually works now that there's been so many updates, and the fact that I'll be running in to the actual point where we have the newest update for the Switch 2. So that's really just a me project, and I'm bringing you all along for the first part of that, of actually setting up the island and seeing what thought process I have going into it. But yes, hello, I'm seeing JS here, where they just had one of the joys of owning a plastic 3D printer. They had about 200 grams of filament just clumped up around the extruder, and it's now in everything, and so now they get to spend $60 to get a bunch of new pieces to fix and replace their toolhead. So, gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So one of the frustrating things is whenever you do have to replace bits and pieces and parts of items that you thought would last a little bit longer than they should, rather than they did, but still. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to kind of mute our music here. And let's go ahead and start up Deconstruction Sim. So here we go. We're going to pop over to our gaming area. And well, the logo is not going to be the Hyrule Warriors one. I know that I got a logo for Deconstruction Sim, but I'm not sure how well it's going to show up. DS logo. Let's find out, right? My multimedia folder, specifically looking for the DS logo. Perfect. Yeah, that doesn't really show up well, does it? Yeah. Is there a way for me to just go ahead and apply a little filter to this, like make a little shadow or something like that? There's not anything in the default sets of filters, but I might be able to find something in properties, perhaps. Nope, not finding anything like that. I think we may just have to deal with it looking like that and just kind of being a little difficult to actually read. Sorry, folks. Yeah, I don't have a way to be able to add in extra color around that. Well, here's the thing. I know how to do that outside of this program, outside of OBS Studio. Yeah, OBS. I think the S in OBS stands for Studio, and now I'm kind of concerned about that I don't know the answer to that. But yeah, like I know how to do it. I just don't know how to do it in OBS specifically. Tell you what, this actually brings up a totally planned thing that I wanted to do. During a portion of us messing around later with Animal Crossing, I wanted to go ahead and set up the way that I will be sort of showing you my thoughts about the setup of islands. So in order to best do that, we're going to actually open up, just to show you all how Pixlr works, we're going to go ahead and open up our logo here. So let me go ahead. We're going to drop a little white shadow behind this so it pops up a little bit easier for us to see. There we go. So this is our logo that we see right now. I'm going to unlock it just to make sure we're able to do anything and everything we want to. And there is a filter that exists called drop shadow. Now we could make it black. I think it's going to make a lot more sense to make it white. Make it a little brighter there, increase the blur a little bit, but we're going to change off the offset. So it's no longer offset at all. It is just directly behind our words. There we go. I can make it a little bit stronger of white. There's just about good. I'm going to make it a little more blurred though, just so it's a little easier to see our setup. There we are. So that's now what we're going to have. We're going to go ahead and save that as a PNG. That means it maintains our maintains the setup that we have for transparency. There we are. Yes, logo, we'll call it backing. Yes, logo backing. Fantastic. Okay, and that is what we're going to be using later to be able to properly see how we are going to line up some things in Animal Crossing. But for the meantime, we're going to go ahead, actually change this logo. It was previously that logo. We're going to completely swap it out for this logo. There we are. That is what we in the business call good enough. So that's actually a fantastic way to present what it is we're going to be doing later with Pixlr. But yes, let's go ahead and open up the Deconstruction Simulator game, changing the game capture to specifically capture Deconstruction Simulator, if it will let me. Hey, buddy, you want to actually show up as a source? Give it a moment. Here we are. You can hear it now in the background. There we are. Any moment now, there we are. Okay, now this is just a prologue. It is just a demo. I have no idea how long it's going to last because all I did was watch the first little bit of it to hear all the dialogue going back and forth, and I was like, you know what, that's probably fine. It's not as crude as I thought it might be. So we're gonna go ahead. I don't think there's anything that we need to change setting-wise. Exit the settings. Don't even bother saving anything. Let's just pop into the new game. It gives you 4 save files for just playing the introduction to the full version of the game. Interesting. That's kind of neat. Okay, the full release has a bunch more to it. This is just kind of a foretaste of that which you could expect. Okay, so I have seen, full honesty, I have seen this first section here all the way up to, let's say all the way up to the bank, because that's probably the easiest way for me to explain what I've seen. The game's incubator, Hypnotic Ants, the game dev studio. We could skip, not gonna skip.
Right there. 9102 Fairwary Drive, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I know that this is your first time and that the property looks intimidating. But it's a simple job. Get your act together, or I'll find someone else to take your place, newbie.
A simple job. Yeah. I'll call you right back. I'm getting there. Okay, here I am. Enter the crane, whack the ball. Easy money. At least that's what the boss kept saying. I've arrived. I'll wrap up the job, write up the report, and roll. I'll see you soon.
Fantastic.
I left the keys in the back. The wrecking ball's getting hungry, newbie. Don't prolong it. My patience is limited, and time is money.
Yep. So first thing to note is...
Boss, I think there's something wrong with this house number. It's kind of crooked and...
I certainly got you the right address. You think I'm talking crap, newbie?
No, boss, the thing is...
Stop whining and get to work. The money's good. There's no time to be picky. Such a customer happens once a quarter. Move it!
We have a flashlight, apparently. You can kind of see us in the reflection of the window. Just out of sheer curiosity. Look. 9102 is on the opposite side. I was wondering that when I saw the little cinematic. 9102 is over there. This is not 9102. It looks like it, maybe, just a little bit, but not as much as you'd expect. Anyway, whatever. Okay, here we are. Picked it up. Just want to point out, the boss put the keys back here, okay? You may have already kind of foreseen where this is going based off of what I was talking about, but boss put the keys back here. Boss identified this as the right house. Can't believe we're deconstructing the Animal Crossing island. Listen, there were houses there already, but it was totally an abandoned island, okay? That's it. You just need to believe me, okay?
Boss? We have a problem. I'm not up to the job, huh?
What did you think? You brought it on yourself.
6 months later.
Control. I'm taking out a loan to
This is
start
basically
my own
it.
business. We'll still see if it's for sure, boss. See you in the contract market. It's time to get
Alrighty.
to work.
I have no clue what we're hopping into now. Okay. My company. Well, let's just do MrM Incorporated. There.
Hello, world. First the paperwork.
Hello, world.
then all the rest. I'll buy this permit and get to work.
Okay. Man, the game has some weird kind of visuals in how, like, it looks real shaky as the video's moving around. Is there a way to change that? Yeah, motion blur is enabled. Let's disable motion blur. I think that's going to help us a lot in not feeling super queasy. Yes, please save the settings. I tried to do that. I mean, it's a little better. Yeah, it's fine. It's gonna be okay. What's happening here? What's going on? Why is it just feeling off? Quality preset is set to high. It's okay. I'm gonna turn down the sensitivity a little bit. Down to like 62. I'm trying to press E to apply and it's not doing anything. It's like I have to press the exit to... There we go. That's a little better, I feel. Okay, here we go. Use the computer. It wants us to buy a permit. It unlocks access to new contracts. Each permit has its own requirements and fees, so you have to earn it. Pay for your first permit, and then we'll get to work. So just to have a construction permit, you only need $10 for that.
Most basic permits, but they're enough to get started. On the other hand, until then, the basic contracts must suffice for me.
All
Need to
right.
buy wheels.
We're buying a small van for 2,000. Is that right? Will it not even let me? There we go. It will let me look at the other ones. Interesting. Small van, minivan, large van, small truck, and truck. I see. I mean, it's going to force me to just spend this 2,000.
Right. Time
Go
to
ahead and
cash
park
in on
it.
this shiny new company.
Now
Let's
what?
see what's out there in the
Oh,
contract market.
contracts up here. So our first contract is common client. We have 5 days to do it. They'll give us $185. We need 2. Recover the bookshelf for the customer. Recover the washing machine for the customer. And then destroy 7 walls. And I imagine it'll flag those walls that we need to destroy. So there we go. Okay, we can buy a pallet? Okay, you'll place the collected bricks on it, which you can sell later.
Can't
I
forget
guess
about the
when we
containers.
break down the wall,
Without them, I'd be like a
we'll
fish
get
without
bricks.
water. Or like a brick without a pallet.
I mean, that seems to be what it's saying. End the day? No, we don't want to end the day. Okay, I assume buy for $5 each. That's it. Okay. Where can I see? Okay, my budget up in the very top right, 685. Finish the tutorial first. Oh, okay. We have picked up the pallet. We open the car door. I'm trying to open. It says right-click to open, but also right-click to place. What does it want me to do? I guess place that first, then open it. Okay.
I'll also need a box for small stuff.
Well, if I'll need a box for small stuff, then let's leave it open. I can buy a box for $10. Buy like 3 when the tutorial ends. Understood. Okay. Boom. Can I actually put this on top of that? Indeed I can. Look at that. Okay, close up my van.
Let's hope this contract's location's close.
I know it's close.
Fuel's expensive and time is money, as that old Scrooge said.
All right. So we need to save a bookshelf, save a washing machine, and
Trailer house. The owner's name is
break
Ricky.
down 7 walls.
He went to jail and his property was taken over by a bailiff.
Oh, gosh.
Classic.
Is this... No, that's an oven. That's a TV. Tablets. Okay. Interesting. Alrighty, let me just open up the back. Wait, didn't... Oh, that's not... Huh. Wait, but wasn't that the same license plate as I had? Yeah. HO8net01. Like, we have the same license plate. What is this? Why does it make this seem like this is my vehicle? I mean, obviously this is my vehicle, but why does it make it seem like this is my vehicle too? Interesting. All right, well, we'll figure it out. Okay, I'm seeing, you'll sell bricks for more money. Yep, that's, I had already read that. Sorry about that. You get like 1 pallet of bricks per 2 blocks. Oh, per 2 walls. Okay. But the items they want in the blue van. Oh! The items they want go in the blue van. The items you want go in the orange van. So that's why it has the same license. Got it. I understand. Okay, well, let's go ahead. Open up the house. A scanner is your best friend during a contract, shows you key information about the items of interest, shows the rarity, market value, and purpose of the item. It's a common armchair that we can take to the warehouse and sell. Sell. Take out the scanner, scan 1 armchair. Remember to turn on flashlight or lights in the house if it is too dark to see. Okay, so we'll go ahead and
Not bad.
press
Let's
4.
scan something and find if there's anything worth saving. It's common and cheap. Not worth my time here.
Think so? I think it could be fine. It wants us to scan the washing machine, though. $10, $50, $50, $10. I think it's saying cannot be painted. Wait, what? Sticker removal. Okay. To disassemble. Okay. Paintings. All right. Oh, these must be walls to remove. Understand. Okay.
Nice piece of work. A rarity, one might say. Let's take it to the customer's van. I'll mark it with a scanner to remember its value.
Boop. Okay. So, rare washing machine. Move it to the garden for now. Later, we'll pack it into the car. Rare and premium items often have a high value. It's worth taking them with you if your contract allows it and you have room in your car. So, it wants us now to pick up.
If it weren't for the fact that a customer requested it, I'd gladly take it to the warehouse and sell for some good cash.
Okay, place it in the See, this is saying pack the washing machine into the customer's van. So it's saying this is the customer's van. Oh, well. There we are.
Now I just need to gather the small stuff, and I can get down to serious work.
Pick up the small items box. Oh, wait, that's in the... Okay, in this box, it'll fit all things smaller than furniture in which you cannot sell individually. It'll help us recognize such items. Okay, put down the small items box in the living room. There.
As always, lots of dust catchers.
Put all small items in the box. I'm imagining... Yep, okay. Let me go ahead and... I see. I thought for a second it all fell apart. Grabbing all these, like, irregularly sized things first. Okay. Prices of individual small items are too low to sell, but whole boxes are sure to effectively boost your company's budget. And this should be the last thing. There we go. You've cleared the bookshelf of small items, but it still clutters the way to the wall we'll be dismantling. We need to get rid of it. Let's dismantle it carefully. You can disassemble the angle connectors by clicking on them and moving the cursor forward and backwards towards the end of the connectors. Okay. All right.
At last, I can dismantle and package it.
Let me
This is
first
gonna
go
be
ahead.
satisfying. Maybe I should record it and post it on my Tech Talk.
Tech talk. Gosh. All right. So let's go ahead and dismantle. I need to use a tool. It's not letting me know what that tool is. There we go. So just wiggle it enough and it will pop off. Nice. Love it. Okay, sure. And then up and down for the ones that are away from me. Love it. Okay, that's actually kind of fun. You think that I can take the bookshelf for myself? I remember one of the quest objectives talking about the bookshelf. I assumed that it was to dismantle it and then keep it for the customer, for the client, but I might be wrong. Is there a way to view the objectives? Here. No, I can't see objectives from here, at least. Okay. We're going to remove all the shelving first. All right. Curious. There. All right. Packing the customer's car. Don't forget to pack the customer's car with the things they told you to retrieve. You must fit all the things declared for recovery in the contract to receive full payment. Yep. Pack into the customer's van, the bookshelf, and the washing machine. So there we go. Bookshelf into here as well. Shouldn't need anything else though, right? Time to get rid of the wooden walls. Disassemble some of them by recovering materials, and destroy the rest with a hammer. Be careful not to hit any object unrelated to the order. You will receive a financial penalty. Why is it showing us, like, dismantling the corners first? Okay. Once you've taken off the first layer of wall, you can get down to picking up the insulation wadding and wooden structural components. Okay, you can also use a saw. Remember, you can carry multiple boards and beams at the same time. Cool.
Now for some time-consuming stuff, but it'll be worth it. I can recover a lot of valuable parts from the walls, but it'll take up a lot of space in the car.
Okay. All right. Just to very quickly check this. We've got $40 worth of stuff in here. Okay. I've got a trash bag as well, it looks like. Yeah, garbage bag is what it says in the bottom right. So I'm assuming I'm going to be able to sell this stuff because he didn't ask for it. I'm assuming that. We'll go ahead. I mean, if I'm allowed to just, like, absolutely steal everything this guy has, provided there's space for it, like, I'm not opposed to doing that. Oh, you can, like, rotate it a little bit. I want to rotate it, like, to place it down, though, not to just make it stand straight up. But okay. All right, well, I saw a bunch of paintings. Fan's probably too big. Desk could be good. The bed's way too big for just 50. Okay. I think it's saying cannot be printed, not can't be painted. Can't get more than one painting at a single time. We are. I mean, hey, if I'm allowed to, I will take all the paintings. Hold on. Okay. I mean, they're nice, they're flat. Easy to remember. Folks, I'm just going to take all the paintings real quick. Don't mind me. Okay. I assumed that there would be a way to see, like, the durability of them, basically. Like, how well are you treating them? But seems like that's not a thing. Okay. Just want to point out, like, 3 of these small little paintings have the same value of everything in this box. So, just want to point that out. Okay. Okay. All right. Beautiful. $5 for books. $40 for a wash basin. $100 for a toilet. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, let's leave all that right now. It looks like we need to first go over to here. Surely there's a light switch for this portion. There's not a light up above here. Okay. Apparently there's some sort of binding on the corners that they do. Place this down upon the ground. Take out the insulation. I imagine that's the stuff I pick up with, yeah, with the trash bag. Okay, I can just put this right into the trash bag directly. That's nice. Now I have the drywall, yep. Let's do the same to this side, I suppose. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. All right. Okay. No, it's not letting me... Oh. I see. This is kind of fun. All right, I think it said I can pick up more than one of these at a time. So I'm absolutely remembering to do that. Okay, we recovered for the customer the bookshelf. It does mention that. Here, wait, tab for the details. There we go. Okay, recover for the customer the bookshelf. We did that. Recover for the customer the washing machine. We did that. These are both done. Destroying the walls, that's really all that's left. It sounds like we can keep the rest for ourselves. That's kind of nice. Okay, I imagine we have to start up here. Okay. You. All right, it made kind of a terrifying noise there. Let's just place these out in the yard. Time for deconstruction. Use the sledgehammer and remember to pick up debris when it starts cluttering your path.
Now the best part. Just have to be careful not to damage anything else.
It wants us to just go to town? I thought we had to be careful with it. No? Oh, come on. I don't want to actually do this. Q, back. There we are. Okay. Oh, because this is already destroyed. Because this is already busted. So, you can take the chair and the table and everything else. It wants me to destroy the wooden walls specifically, not try to recover them or recover the pieces. It specifically wants me to destroy the wooden walls. So, here we are. Okay, let's quickly just grab this little trash bag. Be nice if it was this easy to clean up scrap. Is it gonna say, hey, you need more trash bags? Or is it gonna be nice about that? Okay. It's just a little ding. That's fine. I'm sure everything that we're doing here is fine. Well, it won't let me, do anything about the table besides dismantle it, and I'm not sure I really want to dismantle the table. It's like a lot of work to have to go to. Okay, let's pick up these wooden slats. Nope. Okay. All right. Okay. Understood. Dismantle and put it in your truck to sell. Well, all right then. Sure. I mean, it makes sense. First, we remove the connectors. Okay, now there's nails. Sorry, screws. My bad. Rotate like that. There we go. wondering how I was supposed to kind of see this stuff. Okay. My question is it going to let me move the desk enough to access the screws that are on this side? Or am I just supposed to do that through the wall? I'm just doing it through the wall. Through the wall, I'm moving the screwdriver. Like, absolutely. Look, 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 look. Wanted to prove that it's in the wall. Yeah. Why won't it let me just... There we go. Okay. Right. Now I can take the bar. Then I can take each piece. Beautiful. I mean, the desk is like, what, 50? Like, it's not horrible. Sledgehammer. Okay, it is destroyed.
I can't work like this. I can't even see my own shoes. Where'd I put my garbage bag?
Penalty for destroying the fridge. Okay, we will not destroy the fridge. Thank you. Okay, and now we have... Good, it gave us more than one garbage bag. That's good to hear. Okay. Oh. Alrighty. Move you back over to here. I should move the fridge. That makes sense to me. Bonk. Oop, I was trying to look inside the fridge, see if there was anything of value. There we go. Nope, nothing of value. Thank you. You could theoretically take the chair. Complete the next tutorial step, you say. Okay, well, there's a penalty for destroying the fridge. Yes, but what do you want me to do instead? Destroy this wall? It says to complete the next step. It says the next thing is destroy the fridge, but it is a penalty, right? I want to just destroy walls, but it's saying I have to complete the next tutorial step. It wants me to break the fridge? Okay, hold on. If I bring it outside, is it going to count that as broken and be like, oh, okay, well. Oh no, it tipped over. It wants me to destroy the fridge. Really? I don't wanna, but I guess I have to. It won't let me not, so... Bonk. Alright, I got a penalty. When you destroy or collect something you shouldn't... Oh! If you collect something you shouldn't, for example, when a customer expects you to recover a specific item, you may receive a financial penalty. Okay, wait. Hello, hello, barrel maker. So, wait a second. Oh, pah! The entire fridge fits inside this little trash bag. Fantastic. Happy to hear it. Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Okay, pick up the bricks pallet. Can do.
I have to put the bricks somewhere so I can sell them later. I felt this pallet would come in handy.
All right. Oh, it wants me to move it into here.
I have to put the bricks somewhere.
Okay, remember the brick pallet you have in your car. It'll help you recover the materials from this brick wall. Use the masonry chisel, then pick up the bricks and stack them on the pallet. Remember, dismantling does not equal destruction. Okay. We can remove mortar from the bricks with 5. Okay, when the bricks are ready to be removed, carefully transfer them to the pallet. Remember, as long as the bricks are not on the pallet, they may shatter after falling from a height. Okay, good to know. So 5 is my little chisel. So let's, I guess, start at the ones on the top. Uh-huh. wants me to dismantle it. All right. Can I take each block now? Yes, I can. Okay. Beautiful. I see the game plan. I see the mission. Oh, you saw the message of tear it down, build it up, and thought, oh, it's tear down. Sorry about that. I forgot tear down was a game. That's the very voxel-based one, right? That we talked about very briefly. Okay. Whoa. Why did it freak out? Ooh.
Fortunately, the customer only wants bricks from one wall. Mr. Hammer, it's time for a snack.
All right. Did they say the customer wants the bricks? Right? They did say the customer only wants bricks from one wall, which seems to indicate the customer wants the bricks. All right. Well, destroy the brick walls. Let me go ahead first and move these little paintings out of the way. It's a voxel-style heist game where everything's destructible. Ah, I see. Well, you're saying that I keep the bricks. And I believe you because it doesn't say anything about the customer keeping the bricks, but the voice lines don't agree, right? I mean, you heard... I wasn't alone in hearing that, right? Like that was definitely them saying, hey, the... That was definitely them saying the customer only asked for one thing of bricks, right? Okay, wow, I'm taking down huge... Oh my goodness. Huge concrete pillars. Love it. I will admit, this part's really fun. Okay. Okay, let's just clean up what we've got here. Reminds you of Teardown, just saying. Alright. Is there going to be a place to throw out all this rubble, refuse? Or am I just kind of expected to do that myself somewhere? I want to make sure I'm being tidy. I want to make sure I'm cleaning up after myself, because I feel like I'll be penalized if I don't get rid of all the rubble. Okay. Nearly there. Hooray!
Grabbing my stuff and slipping off to the warehouse.
Pack into your van,
My
a
work
garbage
here's
bag,
done.
a bricks pallet, 4 planks, 2 beams. Wait, what's the difference between planks and beams? Is it just the length of them? Guessing that's probably the case. So wait, let's double check. Like, what do you say this is? You say that's a wall. Okay. You have to watch this on your Steam Deck because the PC's currently being used. Ah, I see. Well, apparently walls don't need to be taken with me. Strange as that is. Okay, I want to take the rest of these paintings, though. Am I allowed to just take these extra items, like paintings and such? If I can fit it into my van when I leave? I imagine that's the case. Did I hear about the Valve hardware announcement? I heard about it, but I don't know what it's, what it actually had. That's just what's needed. You can take multiple trips to the site and come back. Oh, but I imagine that uses the gas that he was talking about before, where he was like, I hope it's close. Okay, actually, before we put in the garbage bags, we should get the pallet first, right? That makes sense, because the pallet's probably the largest, bulkiest thing. Okay, then let's grab this, because it's required. Okay, this, because it's a decent amount. Received a penalty. Stolen desk. Stolen desk is a penalty. Why would you do this to me? That means all those paintings are gonna be penalties for stealing them, right? Wait, no? If it's small enough, it doesn't penalize? You were sure that I could take anything I wanted? Hello, Jesper. She meowed at me from afar. Okay, be nice if I could stack stuff on top. Here, I'm willing to bet it probably wants me to do it this way, then. Okay. Long. Short. Okay. All these are super long. These are the planks. Yep. The long ones are the planks. I'm wondering if the small ones are the beams. You're gonna say, yep, these are beams. Fantastic. Whoa. Hold on. Okay. Let's just stick them next to it like that. Okay. Technically, that's all I need. Saw it turn green for a second over here. Leave this like that. Okay, hold on. Just place you down on the ground real quick. Okay. Come on, buddy. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Gonna count as stealing it? It is not counting it as stealing it. It's not counting it as stealing it. I'm guessing if it's high value enough, it says you've stolen it. But if it's cheap enough, it pretends like nothing's happened. Oh, you could stack the box on the bricks? Oh. Well. Indeed, you're right. Look at that. You can take some of the things you recovered to a warehouse and sell or recycle them. Pack your car to fit as many things as possible. Oh, I heard kind of a clash and a clatter. Okay. There we go. Can I take the wall? I don't think so, right? Wait, I saw it green for a second. Hold on. Hold on just a minute. Y'all saw it flash green for like a second, right? Okay, yeah, we're just gonna not. Take the extra little bit of trash. Okay, I think... Well, now that it's closed, it's not letting me reopen it again. So, I guess we have to be happy with what we took. Okay, the headset is called the Steam Frame, and the console box is called the Steam Machine. You're joking. You have to be joking. That's really good, the Steam Machine.
Everything on its shelf. No clutter. If an occupational safety inspection
Can't
comes
keep
by
items
and
in the
sees
car
bricks
after
or
the contract is
refrigerators
done.
on the floor, they'll ruin me.
Okay. Here we are. All right. Where's the trash go? Where does the trash go? Legitimately, I don't know where the trash goes. So let's just hold it there for now. Put this item down in the right place. There. Oh, sorry. They're making a new VR headset that functions as its own console instead of just as a slave. It's a console box that apparently is 6 times as powerful as the baseline Steam Deck. Whoa! And a new controller. So that's what you're saying. The headset is called the Steam Frame, and the console box is called the Steam Machine. That is wild
Heavy
to me.
Stuff. They don't pay me enough. Wait a minute, I'm the boss here.
Okay. I see. This is counted as recycling? Is that the stuff I'm selling, or is that the stuff I'm recycling? Like, what is this? Basically, am I doing the right thing by putting it there, or no? I'm gonna have to assume I am. Going back to penalties for stealing. Teardown doesn't do that. Oh, I see. Okay, so you make money on the recycle. I see. All right. Okay. Nearly done. Whoa. And last but not least, there we go.
Now back to the computer.
Close that up for myself. Back to the computer.
Now that I've got it all stored, I'll get one order in. Quick and easy checkout, and I'll declutter the warehouse in the process.
Okay. This, when it says one order, is that what someone's wanting us to provide to them? A full brick pallet, couple of planks, 4 planks specifically, and a small items box worth 40. Which we have all
best
those.
for me. All in all, the cheapest will suffice. A small order's a small expense.
It's a $5.
Now that I have that out of the way, I can
Order a
close the
van
contract.
to pick it up.
Too bad I have to wait until tomorrow to get paid. Wanted to buy that new DLC with the big battleships for my ship game.
Okay. Complete the contract. Send an
Great rating.
invoice.
If this keeps
They were
up,
really
I'll be
happy with
approached
it.
by richer and rarer customers. Can't wait. And
Okay.
back to the order. Oh, the courier's already arrived. Which planks do they need? A scanner can come in handy here.
Okay, they need, pretty sure they need the long planks. Yep, 270. 3, 4, they just need 4. Where's the courier van? There it is. Hold on. There. need to get a brick pallet and this box. I can put the brick pallet underneath, right? Oh, never mind. This isn't a tall enough one. Okay. There we are. Go, courier.
Thank you for your cooperation. May the next order be bigger.
Beautiful.
To take
Now for the
larger
warehouse.
orders, I need more space in the warehouse. I'll get a... I brought a lot of boards and beams, so the rack will quickly fill up. Adding a second one's reasonable.
Place the beam rack. Oh, it is down over here. Okay. Come on. All right. There. It is placed. I'll place another over here, I suppose.
Since I've taken care of business, I'll see if I can buy some tools.
Exit the edit mode.
A new cross screwdriver would be useful. All in all, it's an investment. I need to dismantle
Sure.
stuff faster if I want to make better money. Whew, that's enough for today. You know, I feel that this is just the beginning of something wonderful. Here's to more successful endeavors.
And I think this is probably the end of the tutorial. I'll be surprised if it lets me keep on going. Warehouse maintenance, $50 a day. Fuel, because of the closeness to the job site. For recycling, I got $180 from that. That's nice. And that was separate from the contract and the order, where I got $349. There it is. Tutorial completed. Woo! You're talking about the fact that the crosshead screwdriver that is called a Phillips head? Yeah. All right. Well, that was pretty fun. I can see why I was told to enjoy this game and that why it was recommended to me. As it is... Sorry, it's acting as though like I can pick the next day, but I can't, right? I'm just trying to double check and see. Hold on a sec. It seems to be letting me keep on playing. Wait, no. Hold on. That's orders. Contracts. Well, let me do another contract. It seems to be letting me do another contract. Yeah. We'll just quickly look at another contract here. Yeah, it is just a demo, but it's letting me keep on going. I thought that was just it for the demo. Okay, let's do 1 day here. Recover for the customer an RTV shelf and a wardrobe and a TV. Also, if I take the chairs and the table to the warehouse, that's a bonus job. See if it'll let me do it. I think it's letting... Yeah, I think the demo does just let you keep on playing. Ha! Huh. Well, that's kind of cool. I mean, 100% honesty, I think that we're going to end here anyway, just because of the fact that we want to play some Animal Crossing now, because it has been an hour, but that is something to keep in mind for later. We're going to quit without saving. Yeah, the demo's infinite, so you get the game for free. Interesting. I'm assuming that you can't get, like, all of the different tools and stuff, like it said. Like, there are tools that are only available in the full version of the game. I imagine that's the case, right? But, hey, pretty neat. I'm pretty happy with how that went. So, let's go ahead, then, and pop over to the second part of our stream here. Give me just a moment. I had to turn on the Switch itself. Okay. Beautiful. So you're not able to get all of the items and stuff, but you can get the majority of everything. That's pretty neat. I like that. It's a fun little setup. Okay, let's go ahead, pop over to gaming once more. This time, we're going to get rid of our Deconstruction Sim logo because we are adding in a brand new little logo guy. That being the Animal Crossing New Horizons logo. Full. You don't want it cutting off that much of the game. So let's stick it here and then just move it up a few. Yeah. All right. Oh, yes, you saw that I finally beat Lost Lace. Yeah, I did it accidentally much faster than I expected. Like, I did it within the first 30 minutes of a stream that I thought was going to take at least an hour. Yeah. I felt real bad because there were people there that it's like I wanted them to be there to witness it and to cheer me on, like BB Games, Squirt Gaming, right? Barrel, of course, JS, like all these people. It was like, well, I was trying to just get warmed up so that when people showed up that I'd be ready for it. And then I ended up beating it. And I felt really proud of myself, but also kind of sad that that's how that had gone. All right. So we are going to play a little bit of Animal Crossing. Yeah, Meow was like the only one there. Kool-Aid, yeah. Okay. I think the capture utility might be stuttering a little bit here, and I don't know why. Because Animal Crossing is not that graphically intense of a game. Okay, well, we are not going to perfectly be able, probably, to make a huge amount of progress right off the bat. There's probably going to be a couple of times where we need to reset a little bit, and I'll show you what I mean by that. This whole first part is going to be done the same every single time. However, we want to specifically... Yeah, Nintendo is bad at optimizing. Yeah. We are going to specifically want a type of island that gels well with our vision. We want certain parts of the island to be well set up with our goal for what we want the island to eventually look like. So we will always be naming our character MrM. We will always be making my birthday be March 8th, which is International Women's Day. It's also my birthday. It's just every time growing up as a kid on the calendar, you'd look on your birthday and you'd see a little text and you'd be like, and then it would say International Women's Day. And it's like, oh, okay, good for them, I guess. Oh, gosh. Okay, so they are going to ask me to design my character. Now, I'm probably going to do mostly the same design every time. There might be a couple small variations, just like if I forget to do something. But what I'm planning on is a character that looks like... Oh, the gray actually wasn't that bad. We'll keep it black for right now. Sometimes I do blue, but I think the blue is too blue. I'd rather keep black. Let's go ahead and do this setup for our character. So, this is the setup for our character that we'll normally typically be going for. However, when it comes to the actual island itself, the main things that can't change, obviously, whether you live in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere, you can't change that. Oh, the fact that the Animal Crossing character creation looks like the Wii people, I can see that. Whether the island is in the northern the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere isn't something I really care about, but that's not something that you can change after the fact. What matters more are a couple of points here when it comes to the layout. When it comes to the layout, some things I want to point out for you real quick. I'm just going to click one of these as an example. This has in it a couple of different things that we need to keep in mind. First off, the Resident Services Center. That's the one that has the giant leaf. It's a plaza, like a town hall sort of sorts. That area can't ever change. That is stuck wherever it is that it is generated on your island. It is staying there. You can't move it. You can't move it around. It's stuck there. Similarly, the exits where the rivers hit the ocean, those are stuck as well. You can't change that part of the connection from river to ocean. You can't like put sand over that, cover it up, anything like that. No. These other rivers that are in the middle of the land, like the ponds you're seeing, some of the elevation differences, we'll be able to change all that in the future. But we can't change where the plaza is. We can't change where the water meets the ocean. We can't change where rocks are on our island. So like all these gray rocks you're seeing, I don't really care about that too much. The little peninsula up there in the top right where you can see the the like green little extra island kind of crop out over the sand. Can't change where that is. Can't change where the harbor is either. So what we're going to be doing here then is, I'm going to show you, just using this one, how this particular island setup is going to be treated. So, in order to do this properly, I need to turn back on my display capture. So, I have just captured a picture of our island that we are considering, right? We are considering using this island, keeping in mind that the Resident Services Center can't change. The exits where the water goes out over the beach to the ocean can't change. The little green peninsula can't change. The little rocks can't change. The dock over here can't change. This is also the entrance to our island. It can't change. There are a number of things that can change and a huge amount more at this point that can't. Here is the thing. We want to take this island and we want to eventually style it to look like Lumiose City. Now I've made it kind of somewhat transparent, but I made it opaque again. I want my city, my island here, to have kind of this circular design where there will be paths going around in a circle, paths going in about like 10 directions inward towards the center. Some of this will be river, some of this will be path. We're going to make it work that way. And I want some of these locations where mega evolutions would exist in Pokémon Legends ZA. I want those to be where some of my villagers are housed. So that's the goal. In order to make that look good, I'm doing a couple things. I am doing this little bit of an overlay to see, hey, does the place where Resident Services is match up well with some location, some venue on the area here? And the answer for this island is not really. After all, if I zoom in a little bit here, you'll notice Resident Services is covering up the first part of this path, the first part of this path, the first part of this path. Also, I want there to be some sort of giant central feature here, and it's gonna like be halfway covered up by that. This is not a good location, not a good island for the particular thing that I want. Now, I did see one, however, that might look good, so I'm gonna reconsider. This one over here, or this, oh wait. This one over here has promise. So does this one, but for two different reasons. Here, let me go ahead and grab a capture of this one to show you what I'm thinking. Okay. We are going to turn back on my display. We're going to delete the old island. We're going to bring in the new island. Whoop. Okay. Tilt it a little bit to make it straight. All right. Take this, make it a little bit bigger so the paths match up. Okay. Now hear me out. Obviously, we could try to have this Lumiose City smack dab in the middle of my island, or I could put it a little off-center. Now, if it's off-center, this Resident Services area is like right by the entrance to like where you would enter into Lumiose City. Technically, I think the entrance is this little area, but this is like ostensibly close enough that it could work. Even if I moved it over, shifted it over to make this like middle aligned, that's actually really close. And importantly, this is the hotel where you start where you start your mission with AZ. I could put my house there, and it would be really close to Resident Services as the entrance to Lumiose City. I think we have a winner. I think in our very first generation of islands, we found a great setup, which is so good for us. I expected to be resetting like pretty often here, but I think we're gonna stick Lumiose City right smack dab in the middle of our island. We're gonna have Resident Services function as the entrance to the city, because it'll also be right by the dock where we first enter in. We'll have our house where the hotel is, and this is perfect. This is absolutely fantastic. We got it on the very first try. We found something fantastic. This is great. Okay, well, So, we're gonna go ahead then and accept this island. I did not expect that we would be, having that choice here. I fully expected that we were gonna be resetting the game a couple times and showing that new islands get generated every single time. This choice doesn't ultimately matter what it is you'd bring to an island. Well, okay. I can't believe that on stream we found such a good setup. For those things. It's great. When reading up about your blob of death, you just learned that it'll cost you around 100 to 150 bucks to replace the parts of the printer that got like gunked up by filament plastic. Ugh, I'm so sorry. Okay, there is a little video about Animal Crossing that is the same like kind of trailer they showed back when the game first was announced, and I was going wild the whole time that this was playing. We're gonna let it play out. I did read the Did You Know? April 15th is International That Sucks Day. Yep. And it's usually tax day. True, I'd forgotten that part. So good. So good. Oh man, I'm just as happy seeing that I'm just as happy seeing that now as I was seeing it before. Looks like I'm gonna have a little white and blue seaplane. That's nice. I like that design. The seaplane design also changes every time, as well as I've been told the like setup and look of your of the landing kind of station itself. Oh yeah, I have a little green top. It's a green island. You know what? That actually works really well with Legends ZA has a very green theme to it. So I think that makes a lot of sense. Great. You must be incredibly excited to explore your new island home, but I have one small request. Would you please join us for a short orientation session in the nearby plaza? Our fearless leader himself will be giving a presentation, so I hate for you to miss it. Gonna be headed there right now. Okay, what? I have a bear named Tammy, and I have a kind of green mouse named Samson. These characters will likely not be staying. Okay, never mind. My biplane is green with blue trim. Interesting. You know what? I like it. Like I said, Legends ZA has a very green theme. I think this is absolutely meant to be. It is wild that we are getting this great of a setup to begin with. Cherries! I love cherries. So there are different fruits that can pop up on your island, and it's just randomly generated. Whether your island is an apple island or a peach island or an orange island or a cherry island. Cherry was what I had on my first iteration of New Leaf, which was the 3DS game. Yours was a pear island. There you go. Oh, okay, never mind. The Blob of Death will most likely call you. It's 60 to 80 bucks. Yours was a pear island. You hated it. I don't remember what the pears look like in this game. I believe that it's probably not good. Like, I'm fully willing to believe you on that point. But I just don't remember what they look like. All right. Terry and Samson, yeah, they're going to be kicked out eventually. We'll find a way to get rid of them. But here we are. Okay, welcome to my new island. Your name is Tom Nook. They are about to be the person we are greatly in debt to. This is a package deal. As such, Nook Inc. staff will always be here to support you and ensure your comfort and safety. First things first. Yes. I'd like to each of you to choose a spot of your own. This is the first step to putting down some real roots. I'd like you to dream big. I do have certain connections in construction and real estate, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just get started with a simple tent, shall we? I'm hearing you say push the annoying neighbors in the river. I'm not sure I can easily do that, but I will give it a shot. So, let's first go ahead and grab our tent. Thank you, Tommy. Alrighty. Now, something that we should make sure to specify is that I am not going to try to place my house in the place where I intend for my house to go permanently. You know how I had mentioned, like, oh, like, if I'm looking at the map here, hold on. See this map? If I'm looking at the map here, my house should be roughly here. Eventually, I'm gonna roughly put it here. However, I don't really yet know how well this lines up with the map of everything, and changing the pathways and stuff like that around your house can be really frustrating. The pears kind of look like pears. I see what you're saying. Yes. The pears look like pears. Yes, I should have gotten that. Interesting that these little leaves are here. I wonder if these are leaves you can actually capture or not. I haven't played this game in the fall season. So there's a lot about this game I just don't know. There's the Mouse Samson wanting to figure out if they should put their house there. I, for the time being, am going to place my house over here somewhere. And the reason for that is because later I want to be able to move my house into the proper location. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to build it on this peninsula. That would have been really cool if so, but no. Yeah, too close to the water, need more room, and I don't think I'm going to get that. Yeah. Just a double check. Yep, too close to a ledge now. Alright, we might place it right by the peninsula, though. That's not bad. Let's go for this. Let's imagine this, see what it looks like, and then probably place it here permanently. Yeah, let's go for it. Because the thing is, this is off of the area where the paths will need to get placed down. We are now out of the region where my circle will be. You see how we're right on the edge here, but the circle is going to be, like, taking up... like, this is the furthest right it will go. So, I'm thinking this is going to be a good setup for us. We are going to, however, make sure that our villagers aren't placing their houses in the middle of my paths. Guten Abend, Herr Multimedia. Guten Abend. Alright. Hyvää iltaa. Tai hyvää iltapäivää. I'm gonna find you a spot, friend. And the thing is, admittedly, I'm gonna throw them just like onto the beach if I can. You could potentially fix your printer, but you would need to take the Y and Z axes off. So it'd be like a 4 or 5 day process because you still have school and after school activities. We were just saying good afternoon to each other. That's the English. Okay, if possible. Nope. Let's see if this will work. Nope, too close to the ledge, and I imagine here I'm too close to rocks and or water. Yeah. Now here should work though, right? Okay, like one step over, thank you. Gosh. Here we go, yes. In fact, we could probably move it one space up even further, right? Let's see if we can do that. Yes! Perfect. Let me imagine it. Okay. Beautiful. We've got a place for the tent now. We're gonna place our other villager right here, if we can afford to do so. Let's go hunt him down. Where are you? You don't get to pick where your house is going. I shall pick for you. Ha ha ha, there you are. I did already find a good spot. Grabbed a stick and threw it, so this is your spot now. I'm gonna find you a spot. Yep. Yeah, it's impossible to share a photo over like YouTube chat or something like that. I was wanting to share a photo earlier when I was talking about like what I was printing on my 3D printer. I wanted to show a picture of what I was trying to get properly situated, but I have something printing now and it's gonna take like a day. Okay, quickly look at Tammy's tent. Too close to the ledge. We might actually be able to put it right here. Oh, no, too close to the water. Okay, I tried. Probably right here is gonna be fine. Yep, let's put it right here. You really wanted to show me an outfit that you made in Peak? Interesting. Yeah, I could post about it tomorrow, potentially. Well, I'm not sure I'm gonna get it cleaned tomorrow is the thing. Because it's a pretty significantly hefty guy. Everyone has a spot picked out for the tents now. We need to get back to the plaza. Peak stream when? When I have a group that's willing to play it. I don't want to play Peak alone. It's a fun game, but it's not fun solo, in my opinion. Like, I think the most fun of Peak is traveling up, like, in a group of 2 or 3, and then laughing at the people in your party that did not plan well enough to be able to survive the mountain. Okay, I'm going to be working on gathering up firewood and a little snack. Hello! Okay, 10 tree branches should do the trick. Press Y to pick them up. He suspects that these might be real cherries. Wait, did you really 100% all of the Peak achievements? That's a wild achievement. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Shoo. I nearly made it so there were no cherries I could collect. That is impressive. Like, I am fully impressed by that because I've not even attempted to get a number of those achievements. I've only played the game a couple of times. It was fun when I played them, but mostly fun, I think, because of the group I played it with. You have 70 hours in that game? Okay, that dwarfs mine by like a factor of 10. I've maybe played that game for 7 hours. Maybe. It is pretty fun. I imagine you probably play it in a group, right? Or do you play it solo most of the time? Sorry, I'm collecting as many weeds as I can as well, because I know that they're going to be helpful later on. You really play it solo most often. Interesting. Okay. You don't have many people readily available. That's very fair. That's extremely fair. I have 2 different friend groups that play Peak. So, typically, admittedly, they normally want to play at the same time, which is real frustrating for me. Because I have to do the awkward thing of like, oh, well, I already agreed to play Peak with a different group. You guys are awesome too, just not as awesome as this group. You'd love to play in a big group, but you have to play with the cards you're dealt. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but like, I mean, if I wanted to play Peak, say on like a Friday afternoon or something like that, like, I think I would be hard-pressed to find a group. I think I'd have to play it solo. So. Okay. Speeding up this process a little bit. He wanted, what, 10 branches? We have that. Yeah, I am... Back when I was first streaming, there were a couple times where I was like, you know what, why not? Let's have students join in once or twice. But there were just enough times there where it was like, don't get me wrong, for the majority of them, I just had fun, and it was fun, and it was something that I was like, yeah, that was a fun, good memory. And I normally didn't regret it. However, there are 1 or 2 times, I think those might have even been deleted streams, where I was like, yeah, you know what? Attempting to play with students just went poorly. Let's not try that in the future. And then it became a law where we are that, nope, can't do that, period, done, Like, legitimately a law, where if I did that as a teacher, that I would be fired, fined, and put on a list. Yeah, you're not wrong, the barrel maker. I mean, you basically got it. Like, that was exactly the reason why. And I should have seen it coming. I'm pretty sure it was a Phasmophobia stream. So at that point, it's like, well, you know, you're going to have people get startled and scared. Even the most well-behaved of people would not enjoy that experience, right? Or are going to say things that they regret saying on a stream. It was like games like that. I don't know if it was exactly Phasmophobia, but it was things like that. Okay. Well, we're not going to be too optimal about this. The most optimal thing to do would be to make sure we're collecting every iteration of fruit, every branch, every rock, every piece of weeds, because it's going to do a little bit of a time skip here, and so it'll treat it as though it's been the next day. So it's best to collect all these resources now, but we're not going to further optimize this because I'm getting a little bored just picking up weeds everywhere. So we're just going to pick up some of these real big ones that are pushing up against our fruit trees. Your favorite part in Peak is showing newcomers the really in-depth parts of the game, like glitches, cool clutches, achievements, and the like. That does make sense. I could see why that's your favorite part. Whenever I'm playing a game that I know quite well and I'm showing it to someone for the first time, I normally try to find the things that would make them laugh the most. Now, whether that's a strange, like, glitch to things, whether that's kind of a bug, whether it's a way to accidentally, like, skew your character flying into the sky, like, any and all of these sorts of things normally get a vote from me of, hey, let's show that to you first, so that you can kind of see the game at its worst, so that you can appreciate it when it hits its best. I'm sure I wouldn't do that for every game, but it's very fun to do it for certain games. Okay. Almost at the end of things. The only thing you have left to do is getting to Ascent 7. Oh, man. I want to say I'm at, like, Ascent 5, maybe? It might only be Ascent 4. So I'm trying to be fully honest there with the fact that I may not have as professionally set up a thing as possible. Wait, what do you mean you're currently on number 2? Am I thinking of Ascents the right way? I was thinking of Ascents as, like, basically how many times you beat the game, and then each time you beat the game, you can choose to act on, like, a higher difficulty, and it imposes more challenges on you, right? Like some where it's the health meter goes down faster and stuff. It's not the amount of times peak. Well, yeah, I thought it was, like, once you peak, you unlock the next ascent. Is that not what we're talking about? Yeah, it's a difficulty level. Okay, we are talking about the same thing. Yeah. So there's certain difficulty levels, like, once you hit further on, I want to say, like, Ascent 4 is where you no longer get the flares at the top. Like, you have to have brought flares with you, otherwise you can't beat the game, which is wild. That you could get all the way to the end and not have a way to summon the helicopter that rescues you. Okay, here's 10 tree branches, and I will keep the rest. I mean, here's the thing. If you're playing solo, the fact that you're focusing mostly on getting the achievements at the lower difficulty and then going to play at the higher difficulties, that makes sense to me. Because if you're playing it solo, why try to get certain achievements at higher difficulty levels needlessly? Like, do it at an easier level. Yeah. Okay, our next task is to round up something to snack on. He was looking at the fruit. They look like cherries, smell like cherries, they even taste like cherries. In fact, they're 100% without a doubt genuine cherries. Will you collect 6 of them for me? Uh-oh, you've already collected enough. Yep, I have. Look at Bamboo Lab's blob of death to see what I'm dealing with. Oh, I know what you're dealing with. I've seen filament printers get the blob of death. Yeah, I've seen it. Alrighty, getting started with the festivities. Woo! Fire! I've participated in many ventures and endeavors over the years, but this may be the most exciting. Oh, it's like 4 inches long? Dear goodness. Okay, that's yep, I believe it. Okay. So, we may not have the kind of numbers that he originally envisioned, but that just means we'll have to rise to the challenge. I have no doubt that with hard work and perseverance, we'll shape this deserted island into... I suppose we can't call this a deserted island anymore. But what should we call it? Bottom. I sense a great opportunity. As the first residents of this island, we should be the ones to name it. And in the spirit of democracy, we should put it to a vote. Majority rules. All right. Can I get all the way to Multimedia? I can! We're gonna name it Multimedia. We could have gone for Lumiose City, but I more like Multimedia being, what it is. Oh, we could have just gone for Lumiose. Ah, well. I think Multimedia makes it very distinctly ours. Hooray! Woo! Man, I am having now a little bit of buyer's remorse. I wish I'd named it Lumiose, but Multimedia will be good. I am the resident representative in Multimedia. Woo! A word or two. A toast. Fresh juice made from cherries that I collected. Cheers! Love it. They added fortified milk to the game that makes you temporarily invincible. Oh. We have if you usually like to walk all the way across Caldera. That's insane. I am having a good time. Thank you. Maybe I'll go do that. First, you'll probably want this. Yep, it's a bed, isn't it? Yep, my very own camping cot. Sweet dreams, everyone. Do I remember Grimgera? Are you talking about the Archfiend that I fought in the Age of Isolation or whatever? Age of Imprisonment, that's what I meant. That's Grimgera, right? Yeah. The radio is on. Turn it off. You could jump from base camp to the very bottom of the level to climb again. That just sounds like a nightmare. Why would you do that? All right. Camping cot. Place the item. I'd love to rest my head for a while. That's the sound effect normally of the entering the dreamscape, isn't it? Am I already going to be having a dream? Oh, never mind. It's going through just the normal opening sequence where we see KK Slider and he's like, so, looks like you've decided to make your way in the world. Get out there, explore new frontiers. Oh, I'm realizing his voice is kind of echoey in this space, so let's copy him, huh? That's all the way right, Daddy-o. You don't need to live by anyone's rules but your own. The world was made for exploring, you know? Living free, being out there, is a great feeling. Yeah, but take it from a cat who's been on the road. Being by your lonesome can grind on the soul. You gotta make friends along the way. Rambling this crazy world is Squaresville without some pals. Yeah, man. Friends are where it's at. Speaking of rambling, I'm doing a bit of that myself. My bad. Maybe it's about time for you to wake up to your new life. Oh, but listen up. That rap I just gave you about friends is pretty key. You'll dig this island life a whole lot more if you share it with some friends, if that's your scene. Yeah, an island paradise with your best pal sounds pretty groovy to me. Oh! When you wake up, you'll be in sync with real time. Dig that island life, and I'll catch you later. MrM, are you still in there? Oh, I hope I haven't woken you up abruptly. But I do wish to discuss something with you. Yes, I'll be here when you're ready. Alrighty, Tom Nook, what is it? Yeah, it's 8:30 at night. It's a brand new day. I slept that long? Next time you play Peak, try attaching 6 balloons to yourself. I'm not sure I could collect that many balloons, but okay. Speaking of which, I have a few more things that you might find useful as you adjust to life in our little paradise. First, you'll need one of these, yes? Your very own Nook phone! I had these made specially for our island residents. I want to make sure it's working right. So could you try turning it on for me, You've had 8 at one point? Goodness. Alright. Rare but possible. Good. Looks like you're getting good reception as well. Okay, feel free to put it away now. Say, have you ever used a smartphone before? I have one of my own. Very good. This should be a breeze for you. In fact, I think you'll find it much more useful than the phone you already have. Yes. There's also a very useful app that contains advice for living here. Normally, this would not be free of charge, but as you are just getting started, consider it an extra bonus. It's called Island Life 101, and it's a message delivery service of sorts. Feel like giving it a try, Sure, why not? Good reception unheard of. Here we are. Perfect. Now you've got the Island Life 101 app as well. You'll start getting messages once you're out and about doing things. Read them as they arrive, That's enough about the app for now. I do have one more thing for you, however. Ooh. It's my itemized bill. This includes everything. Airfare, accommodations, labor, tax, and of course your Nook phone, Bring your grand total to a modest sum of 49,800 bells. What are bells? Oh, good one, MrM. Wait, you're being serious? Yes, of course. I can't believe I didn't think of this. But bells are a currency that can be exchanged for goods or services here on Multimedia. But there's still the problem that you don't actually have any. Yes, of course. Well, no need to worry. I was prepared for exactly this type of tricky situation. For the getaway package, you can pay your fees with miles instead of the standard bells. I call this extremely service the Nook Mileage Program. Nook Mileage? Well, it's quite extraordinary if I do say so myself. With the Nook Mileage Program, you can earn miles by simply living your life here on Multimedia. I dare say the more you enjoy your island life, the more Nook miles you can earn. And you can use them to pay back your move-in fees, and much more. So the bottom line is, you'd need 49,800 bells to pay your move-in fees. But with this new service, would you believe it? It only comes to 5,000 miles! I'll just go ahead and register you so you can pay in miles. Yes, but there are more details available within your Nook phone. Just open the Nook Miles app. You'll see you've earned some miles just for traveling to the island and joining the program. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get back to a few other matters, but let me heartily congratulate you once again on your arrival. I'm so happy to have you as a resident of Multimedia and a client of Nook Inc. Here we are. New life underway. Woohoo! Okay, island time will match the flow time in the real world. Okay, Nintendo has offered me a little gift. Simple DIY workbench. Okay, let's click the camera just so that we can have it show up. Whee! Alright, similarly, Nook Miles. Thank you. We'll make sure to do objectives like this. 500 miles. Beautiful. You gotta do... Just good luck with the stream. And remember about teardown. Teardown, teardown, teardown. I will remember. Thank you. Okay. Alright. Just one moment, please. We're going to change this design briefly. There. Done. An off-center dot. Now, why did I do that? Simply so that I could get Nook Miles. I saw the first custom design down at the bottom. Okay. Exterior decorator, if you put 10 items outside. Bulletin board for writing on the bulletin board. What's edit credit? Customize your profile. Take a photo. Okay. What is order board? Indoor furniture items. Got it. Okay. Alright. Beautiful. Love this. Passport. Good. This is the thing we need to change the setup of. Edit this. Edit the passport photo. Let's go ahead and take a photo. Sure. Comment. I tried to say hello. It tried to change it to help. What could I do with crossing? Yeah, you can just do Animal Crossing. Nice. Sure, why not? Edit credit. Woo! Now I just need to take a picture with my phone. Surprised it didn't count the profile picture as one. There we are. Okay, a decent way along. I've been told, by the way, and I'm not sure this is right. Oh my goodness. Wait, it might be right. I was gonna say, I've been told you can actually, like, take the mailbox and move it elsewhere. I'm willing to bet you can once you have a proper house. That's wild. Did not know you could do that. Ah, yes. Let's create a post. Hi. Perfect. Nook Miles. Got the bulletin board benefit. Just realized. I don't need it, thank you. Island Life 101. No tips yet, stay tuned. Alright. Hey, buddy. Can't catch anything. Thank goodness it didn't close off this area to me. I was concerned that it was going to be like, nope, services are closed, thank you. Quite cozy. Okay, a free DIY workshop. I will happily take you up on that once I check the recycling bin. Yep, recycle box for all the island residents to use. Oh, there's a cardboard box in there. Thank you. I'll claim that. I would love to take that workshop, please. Yes, please. We might be ending soon a little bit here. Because, I mean, we've set things up now well enough for y'all to be able to understand it. Like, this is the setup we're going to have. We are going to flesh out the island from here to specifically try to make it map to Lumiose City. Pretty sure I have them. Yep. A fishing rod requires 5 sticks. I have 8, so this is perfect. Woo! Flimsy fishing rod. Ooh, thank you for the recipes. There we are. DIY recipes. Did we decide if we're actually going to make Hyrule Warriors an actual series? I believe we are going to make it an actual series, yes. Animal Crossing will not be an actual series. Like, let me make that very clear. Animal Crossing is one that I'm going to be playing by myself to make sure that I'm able to progress through it at the speed I want to progress through it. But yes, I'm thinking Hyrule Warriors is one that we play on stream. So that'll be fun. There may be occasionally just like random days that we end up playing during the week. Like if, for example, a Tuesday just opens up in my schedule for me to be able to play, I would probably play Hyrule Warriors on those days because I really want to play Hyrule Warriors. All right. Hardwood and an iron nugget. All done for now, thank you. I need to get more sticks so that I have a net. Can't wait to see more Hyrule Warriors next Friday, most likely, but maybe earlier you'll keep me updated on the Blob of Death. I see. But yeah, I think we're gonna make the net together, and then we'll go ahead and call it a night. I'd love to craft something. Specifically, I'd love to craft the flimsy net. Thank you. Woo. All done for now. Now that I've done that, what do you say, Tom Nook? What's up? What should I do now? Oh, it's just get to the 5,000? Yep. Yeah. I'll take a look. A hammock or a toolbox? Oh, and they have things like a slingshot and a watering can and stuff like that. DIY for beginners, a slingshot recipe. I'd love to see images of this game, like updates every once in a while, and the end when everything's completed. That's a great way to do it, is to just take screenshots or like short little videos and just make kind of status updates. I like that plan. I'd like to sell, please. Let's sell all the cherries I have. Sold, thank you. I could eat the fruit to feel more energized if I wanted to like break rocks and stuff, but no thank you. I'm actually gonna buy the recipes. So DIY for beginners. Yep, thank you. We're also gonna buy the slingshot recipe. I like that my phone is also a green case. That's nice. I don't know if it's always that. I don't think it's always that. Ranger bells, I'll buy it. Past that though. Oh, I should buy some of these guys, right? I'll take 5. Because I'm pretty sure planting flowers is one of the objectives. Let's assume it's planting 10 flowers. Hey, buddy. Woo! It's a moth. Slingshot recipe. What did you think of the demo of DS? I thought it was pretty well put together. I thought it was a pretty fun game overall. It's one I wouldn't mind playing again. Alrighty. A good amount of miles now. Pick of the bunch. Seller of unwanted stuff. Down and out and eventuality. Because I was a first-time buyer, I'm a full-fledged consumer. It's bell here. Oh, with how many bells you've spent? Eesh. Alright, we now have a hay bed, a frying pan, a stone stool, an old-fashioned watch tub, wooden block toys, an ocarina, and a slingshot. Did I buy the slingshot already too? I don't think so. I think I should though. Because if I don't have a slingshot, it's going to be a while before I can make one. Pretty sure 400 is enough. But just in case it's not, let's sell a stack of 99. That's fine. Now we definitely have enough for the slingshot. What's for sale? Oh, good. It's a good thing we sold it, because I actually did not have enough before this point. Okay. I think they liked that I sold weeds. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. There we are. I feel like these leaves... Yeah, you can capture them. Maple leaf is such a pretty red. It's the exact color of fall. Like, I don't know what these maple leaves are used for. But they exist. Alright, let's catch a fish. Here we go. Just realized there's enough lag that unless it's a real easy to catch fish, this is going to be a bad day. A dace. Will I be shaved by Friday or before? There's a chance. I'm not going to promise anything because I legitimately don't know if I'm going to be mad enough at my facial hair before that point. I just felt for when this was a stronger one, so I'd have a better chance of being able to capture something. But it's a sea bass. No, wait, it's at least a C+. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Oh, ha. So funny. There we are. I think it'll see that. Yep. Another sea bass for sure, because that took forever before I actually pressed A. Yeah. Good, right in front. Oh my goodness, that was so long. The lag is ever so real. Just like Hornet, it looked buggy. Yeah, this is definitely something I'm going to want to play on my own time rather than trying to play it on stream. Because playing it on stream is going to result in a much lower quality experience. I tried to press A the moment that I felt a stronger buzz. And then my brain hallucinated a buzz. There we go, that might work. Oh, look at that. It's a little bitterling. Oh, hey there. Ooh. My pockets are full. But she wanted to give me something in the mail. Good. I talked to all of my neighbors today. I definitely intended to do that. Yep. Yeah, look at that. I have a full inventory. Didn't even realize. Oh my goodness. My bad. No. There we go. Woo! Swap it with something. Thing we're gonna swap it with is a calorie. Let's drop that on the ground momentarily. Iron nuggets. That's great. Okay. We're gonna clear out this area so I can plant all those flowers and then pick up the calorie again. Okay. Alrighty, here goes. If I do them in this cross-hatch pattern, it allows for them to breed with each other a little more easily. Just realized it skipped one, didn't it? It did. Well, that's frustrating. Ah, well. We planted 10 flowers. Apparently that was enough for something. Flower power, yep. Planting 10 flowers. I just bought 10 because I thought that that might be what it is, but I was kind of surprised to actually get it. Smartphone savant. All right. Let's quickly sell some stuff. Thought I could put out that fire. Apparently not. Oh, the B-21 is now in service. There's one seen out of Edwards Airfield Base today. Interesting. I didn't know that. Alright. No, don't sell any of those yet. Actually, keep one of everything so that I can get all the blathers if I want. For selling 5,000 worth? Nope, for selling the weeds. Nearly at 5,000. Okay, you know what, actually, we're not going to worry about. Well, but it's hardly any space out of our inventory. Yeah, you know what, here's what we're going to do. Easiest way to do this. We are going to clear a little place out here. Place item. Place item. Place item. Okay. Can I place the bitterling on top of... Indeed I can. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Oops, I tried to catch another moth, but... Ah, well. Okay. Stick you over there. Stick you over there. Stick you over there. You up there. You up there. Cardboard box and a campfire. You know what? Let's put those both inside my house. Should make an aquarium outside of the main town. I could very well. There is going to be a museum that I place on my island, though. Oh, hey, is this the item? Yeah, this is the item Tammy sent. Place it in pocket. It's a leaf umbrella. Very cute. I am going to place an active fire inside of my tent. I see no problem with this. None whatsoever. Yeah. What could possibly go wrong? Sounds like a great idea. Thank you. I think so too. To the Edge is currently playing. Alrighty, well it is 9 o'clock. So we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Just very quickly look at what we did. Hoard reward. Oh, we may have gotten the 5,000 we need. You know what? Let's actually, since we managed to get the 5,000 that we need in order to pay off our house, let's go ahead and turn that in first and have that be the last thing we do on stream today. Because I'm pretty sure that is the next milestone we need to hit. And then just wait for a day to go by. Let me guess. I'm able to pay off my moving fees down over here. So Nook stop. I can do Nook shopping or ABD. A multimedia terminal? It's a multimedia terminal! I agree. Oh gosh, I didn't realize it was going to say that. About my moving fees. Okay, here we are. I'm ready to pay. How is that tent treating you? It's fine, I guess. Together, we're reshaping this barren pristine paradise into a lovely community. Okay, building custom homes. Certain challenges directly into costs. But zero interest financing and extremely lax repayment plan. Anything's possible. Sure, let's go ahead and do it. There's a miles redemption service now as well. About my home. So I have to speak down at the lower register because it's a male doing the BBEs rather than Isabel, which just be... Alright. Yes, let's do it. Let's do black for right now. Homeowners get an automatic Nook mileage program update. Okay. There we go. All the Nook Miles Plus benefits now. Alright, and that's going to be it. Because our new wonderful home should be ready tomorrow. Now, I think when I walk out of here, it's going to go... And we do a little achievement dance. No, really? I would have thought that it did that of like, I paid off for my tent and I'm going to get a house. But no. Oh, the Nook Miles Plus. I see. Well, here, let's do one of these. We'll capture a memory. Isn't it so beautiful? There we are. Okay, and we got the moving fees paid. For 500. Nice. Alrighty then. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and call that here. It's been quite fun. We're going to wrap things up for now. Save and end. But yeah, we're going to leave the game to finish saving. The things we need to make sure to say are, the next time we stream will very likely be Friday. The only reason it wouldn't be Friday is if I ended up finding out that I unexpectedly had time free on, say, Tuesday to be able to play, in which case we would play Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Either way. This has been very fun to go through. I'm excited to now be able to just sort of play Animal Crossing now at my own pace here and experience a whole year's worth of the game. I haven't really had that chance before. I basically played it from like March to May when it first came out, and then I made the mistake of going home, and all of my family members wanted to play my island instead of me, and so I had barely any time to play it from then. Well, as it is, we're gonna go ahead, close it out here. So long, farewell, goodbye, be safe, get out, be seeing you, leave. Bye.